What's going on, everybody? My name is Hexxium, and today we're celebrating more than 400 subscribers. Guys, that number is absolutely insane to me. I never expected when I started YouTube to get more than 100. You know, that was my original goal. And I really never expected to get more than that, guys. Never expected to reach that alone, you know, reach that goal. Guys, we're over 400, we're over 420, and it just keeps on going up and up and up. And that's because you guys spread the word about this channel, and you like the content, and I really appreciate it, and I love interacting with you guys. And then there's also thanks to Lost in Place and Ham is my name for Booster Busters. You know, a lot of people, and I mean a lot of people, more than 50% of the people on this channel, I guarantee came from Booster Busters. So welcome to you all. I love you all, and I expect you guys to have a shared hate for cheaters and boosters. That's why I'm going to keep making the videos that I do exposing them, and we'll keep getting these scumbags out of the game for you guys. I love you guys. You know, you make my everyday brighter, so I'm going to make your everyday brighter with every video I can. Today, I got a Q&A for you guys, a couple other things, so let me get into that Q&A for you guys. I'll see you soon. Want to be my video project partner? Sure, I would love to be your video project partner. Let's get together sometime and let's make something awesome, man. What will you do if you get into Booster Busters? Well, technically, man, I already am in Booster Busters, so I'm on their channel multiple times, and I'm considered a Booster Buster by the many fans of that channel. You know, being on there once makes you a Booster Buster. Just being a fan makes you part of the Booster Busters army, you know. So, there is no answer to that. I'm already there, you know. When did you start making videos? I started making videos around 2 years ago, if not more now, and it was my first video ever. It really sucked, and I'll show you guys that video here in just a few seconds. I had to mute the audio to avoid getting a claim for it, but I will show you guys the video anyway, so here's that. What is your favorite song? I like lots of music, but Rainbow Girl is the official song of my girlfriend and I, so I choose that because it's what our love song is, you know, it's what brings her and I together more so than anything else in the world, other than herself, you know, I love her to death. Favorite movie? I have no real favorite, however I really love funny movies and I will watch pretty much any movie these days. Do you watch anime? I do not watch anime, although I may sometime with my girlfriend because I know that she does. If the answer is yes, then what is your favorite anime? Well, the answer was no, so I'm sorry. How much fan fiction has your girlfriend Kat made you read? Not make. She's made me read a lot of things that you probably don't want to hear or see because it's considered offensive to the most of you here. And I'm not against it though, you know, I mean, I enjoy it. I enjoy reading it. I enjoy spending time with her, doing anything with her. So, I mean, quite a bit though is the answer. Do you really, more questions or riot? Well, I mean, if you want to ask more questions, go ahead. We could riot, you know, I'm not going to stop you. Go ahead. Ask away with your questions, man. Can you make me an intro? I do sometimes make intros, so maybe I can make templates for you guys, and I can post them if you guys really want them. You can edit them and make them your own, you know, with your own editing. But if you want one like mine, I would really recommend talking to FiveMod Gaming. He's the fan who created mine. His link's always in every description of my videos. And if you go to his channel, guys, you can talk to him, maybe work out a deal with him, buy an intro from him or something, and then you guys can use an intro as awesome as mine, you know, you do something like mine. Because he's a really talented guy, and he's very good at what he does. How'd you become popular? I'm not really sure how I became popular. I came from being one of the most hated and put down people ever in the world. You know, people would put me down constantly. People hated me. People looked down on me all the time and thought I wasn't worth a thing, you know. And I thought I was worth a thing, you know, because everybody made fun of me and everything. And they made fun of me for literally every reason they could. You know, I had really harsh time going up among my friends that I didn't have any friends at the time, you know. I didn't have very many friends around me, but nowadays I have more than many friends, you know. My friends list is always full on my you know, game systems, and in actual life here I have many friends as well that I hang out with. And since then, you know, I've gained all these fans, and you guys are beyond amazing. You know, you guys treat me so amazing. It's beautiful. And there's some of you guys that message you, and they're just like, you love me in my videos, and I'm just like, really, me? You know, that you guys love me? You know, it means a lot to me when you guys say that. It really does, because I never have been, you know, ever really liked in this world until I got famous, you know. Now, I'm not saying famous, I'm not super famous, I don't consider myself insanely famous or anything, and that fame's definitely not going to go to my head, but ever since I've been doing YouTube, you know, and I've been successful at this, people respect me, you know. Ever since I started game development years ago, all my friends started to really respect me, because they realized that I do have the knowledge. You know, I'm well worth more than what they are at that point, because I was able to code games and stuff, and I still can code. So, I really don't know how I became popular, but it's happened, and it's because of you guys, so I thank you all for that, and I really appreciate your support. What mic do you use for videos and such? I use a Raisin Kraken Pro. Sorry guys, trying to get this done in a one-run commentary, not easy to do. And for Xbox, I use Turtle Beach XLAs. There's no real reason to go any higher than that, because it's just Xbox, and I don't play it super often, and I can already sound, quote-unquote, sound poor. That's what it's considered. Really, really easy with those, you know. So, I mean, if you really want to get good headset for a really cheap price, go for the XLAs. You really don't need more for the Xbox. What got you into uploading videos to YouTube? Watching other YouTubers who were really not so famous at the time, years ago, you know. I watched Captain Sparkles, I watched Markiplier, and they were both really big inspirations to me. Markiplier more so because of what he does for his community, you know, how he interacts with his fans, respects everybody, and the amazing things he does for charity. Who made your channel art? Who's Mr. Chicken made my channel art, and if you'd like some, you can always go to my link down in the description, guys. There's a link down there to his forum where you can fill out an order form and to his set prices, decide whatever you want. And if you'd like a discount on your order, then you can use my discount code that you can see on screen here, HEX20, for a 20% discount, guys. I really recommend it. Who's This Chicken is amazing, and he will do you guys some amazing art, trust me. What are some tips on making videos? Just be yourself, you know, do something you love. I really made videos a while ago about this, back on Who's Mr. Chicken's channel. You guys can go down there, over to his channel. There's 2 great tip videos I made while he was gone on his, he calls it a holiday for Britain. And I made 2 really good tip videos over there, so if you guys want tips on how to YouTube and stuff, go check those 2 videos out. They're really good, and I'm sure they'll help you guys that are new to YouTube. You might want to watch them. What do you use to record? For Xbox and PlayStation 4 and any other consoles I have, like PS2 and such, I use an Elgato Game Capture HD. I know there's a new Elgato out, but there's really no purpose for me to get it right now. There's no games at 60 FPS. There's no real reason to own it. I'm perfectly happy with my 1080p at 30 FPS. I render in 1080p at 60 FPS, so maybe someday I will get it, but there's no real purpose to upgrade right now. And for PC, I use OBS, which is considered the Open Broadcast System, or Open Broadcast Software, or something like that. You know, you can always Google it, guys. How old were you whenever I started doing YouTube, and will you ever do a setup video? I was 10 when I started to watch YouTube at the time, and I started to make videos a few years ago, back in 2012. I don't remember the exact date. I think it was March or February or something. I don't know. You can look at my old channel. I think it still says the date. And I may do a setup video sometime soon. We will see, guys, because it all depends on when I have the time, and I really don't have the time right now. Did meeting me change everything for your channel? I meet lots of people that are amazing guys, like all you other YouTubers out there who interact with Lost in Plays, Tan is my name. You guys are amazing, you're amazing, Deadmaster, and I'm not really sure that you specifically changed my channel a lot, but you guys as a whole, as a fan base, have definitely changed me a lot, you know. You've changed everything I think about the world, you know. You guys have made me have a much brighter outlook on the world and have changed my thoughts on people in this world. Do you plan on getting a PS4 or Xbox One? Well, I already own a PS4, and I don't plan to get an Xbox One anytime soon, if at all. And the next question here, how big your penis? Well, that's a question you could ask Kat. She knows. Will you play Xbox 360 when you get a different console? I already own another console, so whenever I have the free time, I do play the Xbox 360 still, but I do spend time on the other console sometimes as well. Do you even lift, bro? Well, I mean, sometimes, but... Do you think Call of Duty Advanced Warfare will be better than Black Ops 2? Yeah, I think Advanced Warfare has brought back a lot of Black Ops 2 themed things that people are really going to love. You know, I myself personally love it, and I really love the color vibrance that they brought back. I'm really going to enjoy Advanced Warfare, even with the bullcrap that it will have in it. You know, every Call of Duty has bullcrap in it, even Black Ops 2. But Black Ops 2, despite how much is in it, is still one of the best, most fun Call of Duties that I spend all my time on. Can we do a collaboration on something cool and upload it to your channel, or are you too famous? Anyone can collaborate with me if they want. It doesn't matter how quote-unquote famous I am. I don't consider myself insanely famous where I'm going to do anything. Even if I was someday famous, quote-unquote, I'm still not going to discriminate against people with even 50 subs. You know, if they make good quality videos and can record good and stuff, edit good, and they want to record with me and collaborate, well then go ahead. You know, I'll collaborate with anybody. I don't care how quote-unquote famous you are. What failing game franchise do you think will most likely host a comeback as a major competitor, and why? Personally, I think Halo will make a comeback because Microsoft will overhype it like they always do, and they will force it down the Xbox One owners' throats. If anything in that list is going to make a comeback, it's most likely Halo. Can you send me some tryhard food? Yes, I can. I don't have any here right now, but I will get some eventually, and I will send you some. Will you be playing Destiny? Not anytime soon. I don't really enjoy Destiny. It lacked too much for me to be extended fun. You know, maybe someday I'll get it for PS4 or something, but I personally didn't like it. It was lacking way too much for me. When did you get your first Xbox 360? Years and years ago, and I don't remember how many years to be exact. You know, it was a long, long time ago, but I did get it years and years ago. Are you the real OG, quote-unquote, original gamer? Well, it depends on what you consider me all as a fan base. You know, if you consider me to be that, well, great, guys, but I'm not going to consider myself anything more special than you guys. You know, to me, I'm just a fan in the YouTube universe who happens to make videos also. How do you really feel about MakerGen? I love MakerGen. They're a great company, and they provide excellent tools for us creators, and I'm not just saying that because I contracted to say I can't say anything bad. There really is nothing bad about MakerGen. You know, they're a great network, and I encourage anyone who's not already partnered to partner with them, because they are amazing. How long do you plan on doing YouTube for, and what was your original plan / hope for subs, and what is it now? I plan to do YouTube for as long as I possibly can. You know, I have no real plan to end this anytime soon, if at all, ever, unless something forces me to, medically or YouTube-wise. And I had no real plan or dream when I started. You know, I hoped that maybe in my dream someday I'd get 100 subs, as I mentioned earlier. And I did get that, you know, so I don't ever have a plan. I'm just going to keep making videos, and I want to keep improving and interacting with you guys as much as possible. I now have over 420 subs, 427 at the time of me making this video, and that is absolutely amazing, guys. The growth is insane, and I really appreciate it. Pepsi or Coke? Personally, I prefer Coke. What would you say if I told you Kat is your girlfriend? I would say you are right, because that is true. Would you rather have nipples for fingers or fingers for nipples? And I just missed up the speaking of that question, but I'll let you see the question on screen, guys. That is one very awkward question, so let's go with choice number 1, I guess. Do you like lemonade, bruh? I love lemonade, man. If you want everything lemonade, I would love it. And there you have it, guys. There's the answers to my Q&A for over 400 subscribers. I love you all. Thank you so much for your support, guys. I really, really do appreciate everything that you guys leave in my comments. I read every single comment, and I try to remember to reply to everybody I can. Now, I'm always really busy, either editing and stuff, especially with school now, so I'm extremely busy. But I still take every moment I can to try to reply and see every comment and message I get everywhere. Whether it be Kick, or Xbox, or here, I try to find your comments, reply to them, whether they're good or hateful. I love you all, and I will see you guys in the next video.